Well, we got to my favorite spot in Neilsville. We thought we were going to do a little mining here today, but that is way deeper than the waders are tall. Be a great day to get the tube out and go for a ride. I don't know where you're going to end up, but we think we know another spot nearby. We're going to go check that out. Hopefully it's not near as angry. It hasn't even rained that much lately, like a quarter inch over the last few days, but this must be coming from further north. So we moved about 8 miles to a different private creek. And this one's a little angrier than normal, but not near as bad as that last place. We have found a great little bar here full of rocks. Both of us got a spot to sluice. And we're going to start digging, see if we can't find some shiny stuff. Alright, so we got first blood here. I pulled that big rock out from right there, and I thought I might as well take a little dig. 2 or maybe 2.5 shovels into the screen, into the pan, and I'll have to zoom way in here. But right there, where's my finger? Right there is one of the bigger ones. And there's a few more over in here. We got very gray overcast skies today, so it's hard for me to see this stuff even. But there's one, where's my finger? Right there, and there's another one right there. I counted like 6 or 7 right off the get-go, so off to a great start. When you find gold in your first 3 shovels, that's a great way to start your day. He's over there digging on the other side. I might just kind of continue on right in this area until I want to go find a better spot. Well, I got my first 5-gallon bucket ran through. I dug it all out of that same hole where I pulled that big rock out of. And I'm just kind of letting it run right now to wash a little bit more of the sand out. I'm going to pull it out and do a 1-bucket cleanup and see what I can find. Well, I've been BSing and tapping this gold around. It's not bad. This is from 1 5-gallon bucket. Couple decent sized pieces. All the way around. There's another guy right there. And we're dealing with overcast skies, so it's making filming next to impossible. I'll try turning the light on here. Oh, that helps a ton. But there are little speckles. I counted over 20 once, and then I tapped them all around, and I think I even saw close to 30 at one point. I've got a lot trapped in there, and I'm starting to float. So, pretty happy with 1 5er. Now I think that I'm going to head down kind of where he's at, somewhere in that bend. He's been finding some bigger flakes. I was trying to get them on camera too, but again, the overcast skies just not cooperating with filming. But nice place. We're having a great time and finding a little bit of shiny in the process. So I'll let you know what I do next. Been doing just a little bit of test panning here, there, and everywhere. I tried in there thinking when the water's high that could be like a little glory hole. It was not. I found clay and lots of white sand, but not a fleck of nothing. And then I dug a little spot there under some big rocks. I found a couple flecks, nothing like my first shovel. And then I just dug a hole right here underneath them couple of big rocks. And I found some garnets, and there was 1 or 2 pieces of gold floating around in there. And I don't know if I literally have them floating now, but I can't find them again. Oh wait, there's one right in the dead center. Probably won't see it in this glare. The sun is coming out, and then it goes away, and then it comes out, and then it goes away. So trying to actually see what you're panning is more than frustrating today. But there is one big flat rock right here. I'm going to try to flip that out of there and see what's underneath of that. And then he's been having pretty good luck where his shovel is there. He's sluicing now, sees it in the indicator mat. So I'm kind of working my way towards him. There's another big monster rock right there. Maybe I'll flip that one over and do a test. And then here's an honorable mention. I did find this in that mud hole. Look at how orange that is. And it just, I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed on that, and it just kept being more orange. And then he had one, I don't know what I did with it. It was bright red, like a strawberry. And when you touched it, it just turned your whole hand red. I threw it down right here, but then I think I stepped on it getting out. But, oh, I was sure hoping I could find that and show it to you. I don't know where it went. But yeah, it looked like the rock was bleeding. There was so much red coming off from it. I for sure wasn't putting that one in my pocket. Anyhow, I'm going to do under these two big rocks, and if I don't find anything super spectacular there, I'm going to go back where my sluice is, where I know I was finding good gold. So I dug up under those big rocks, and I dug up over here under this rock, and well, you could see there is one bigger fleck right there. I don't know if I can wash it back again. I'm dancing around in here. And I see 4 or 5, 6 other, every time I move it around, I find another random one. So I don't really think any of these spots tested as well as my very first spot. And since everything's over there, I think I'm just going to go over there and dig one more bucket quick. See how I can do. So I decided to make one more 5-gallon bucket, and I got the little sluice in this time. I haven't got to play with the old Dream Mat in a while. I thought, why not? It's easier to clean up. For these 1 bucket runs, it's a lot faster. And my first hole's there, my second hole's there, and he just ventured up into there. There's a nice little spot sticking out. That looks like there's going to be something good there. Let's hope anyway. But I might make a few adjustments to see if I can get this sluice to run a little faster. It's running, it's cleaning out, and it's swirling, but I might try to tweak it a little bit more downhill just to see if it'll clean up a little better than that. And then we'll get a peek and see what all I came up with. Yeah, I got her to drop down some, and it is just taking material. The ripples are spinning like a helicopter. The rocks are getting busy. Gold is getting buried. Everything else is washing on down the line. I like that a lot. Big full scoop. You can see it just takes it. Just takes it like a champ. And spinning round and round. Woo-hoo. Well, there's all kinds of little speckles in there. Nothing super big, but that's from a 5-gallon bucket. I ain't gonna complain there. That one piece there, that's not gold, but those ones, those are gold. That's gold. That's a piece of a tree or something. So I'm sure there's some more down there in the muck. But yeah, no complaints there whatsoever. Well, I got looking around looking for my cons from the first time and realized that this was them. So this is all of my cons from 2 5-gallon buckets. So I didn't realize I hadn't put them somewhere, and I poured these right on top. So there's a few more hiding. I'll snuffer them all up quick and see if I can get a snuffer dump and get a better picture. Well, there it is, my 2 buckets at Brian's little private spot here in the middle of I ain't telling you where. And I'm not unhappy with that at all. Just a short ride from the house for me. I didn't have to take 4 hours up of driving back and forth to get to the spot. There goes a floater by, look at that. Just cruising across the top. Not a care in the world. Well, look at all that gold I rescued today. Not bad at all. I'll take that home and add it to the big bucket. Of course, I do a 2 bucket, and then I go and I watch Flour Gold and Glacial Gold Hunter talking about a 3-bucket challenge. And I almost got my bucket and stuff out on Sunday to get a 3rd bucket in to join in on the challenge, but I just didn't do it. So this is my 2-bucket, 3-bucket challenge, and I'll try to be more on the ball next time and get that 3rd bucket done or whatever we're doing. Danny Dog says, hi everybody. Just doing a little editing for you today, and I figured I'd add this little bit before I send her off. I'm still using the wrong phone, so no intro video, and I don't have my grandson telling you to like and subscribe. So Danny here, she's going to say, like and subscribe, please. All right, guys, have a great day. Heavy pans.